What's happening, you guys? I'm Ben Paljack. Welcome back for some more Prizepicks content. I got 4 picks coming to you today for Sunday, the main slate. Feeling really good about those. But first off, if you missed my last video, we just started a Discord channel, which is going to be completely free to join, where I'm just trying to build a community of people supporting each other. We're trying to make money, share our picks, share any matchup knowledge that we have. So, yeah, we're all trying to lift each other up, make some money together. But first off, we're going to go through our picks that we just gave out in our last video, which is doing really well. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you like what you see. But Drake London hit that shit with swiftness. We feel really good about that. His line was at 62.5 yards, and he way more than doubled it. He got 154. And then Chris Godwin sold us. God, when it went to overtime, I was feeling so solid about that pick. I was like, oh my God, he needs 4 yards. Come on. And you know what happened. The rest was history. But, you know, you live, you learn, you move on. And luckily, Chris Godwin also had a taco that went active right after I gave out that video, which was a bummer because I would have just told everyone to take the 42 yards, which was what his taco was at. But instead, we got some other lineups going, which I'll put on the screen right now. I feel really good about our wins from Thursday, and it was a super fun game to watch. But we are going to dive right into Sunday, and we are starting with the route runner connoisseur himself, Amari Cooper, who is an absolute dog, and he's been getting almost double-digit targets. He's got 8, 9, 9, and 12 targets in the past 4 games. And he is going against a Commanders secondary where this is just a beautiful matchup for him. It looks like Deshaun's getting more accurate. I mean, he's still not fun to watch, but Cooper is the main alpha receiver in that offense, and he's getting a lot of targets. He's been really involved, and he's going against cornerbacks where he's going to get open on pretty much every play. He's going to cook Emmanuel Forbes and the rest of them back there. So I feel really good about that line at 53.5 yards. I just think it's way too low against the Commanders. And then we're going to hit the Isaiah Likely over. I think this is a very favorable matchup against the Bengals secondary, who's also been giving up some big passing plays. We know that's not what the Ravens really want to go into this game looking like. They're not just going to be slinging it all over the yard. They're going to want to get Henry going, Justice Hill as his secondary. But Likely has a great matchup here, and he's hit this receiving yards line in 3 out of 4 games so far this year. He's just such a playmaker. He's got great run after the catch ability. When they need him, he shows up. The fact he's been hitting this line, even though they haven't really used him much since week 1, is just really impressive. And when they do use him, he's getting touchdowns. Like he's crazy to watch. And we know in these divisional matchups that these are close games where they've got a deep rivalry, and they're going to use their best playmakers. And we know the Bengals are going to have to go up top eventually. And I like Isaiah Likely in this spot a lot, especially only at 25.5 receiving yards. Next up, we got rookie 4th-round steal for the Cincinnati Bengals, Eric All, who is an absolute dog. He's been showing elite traits already. I can't believe they got him in the 4th round, but he has just been super, super impressive. He's hit this line in every game he started for the Bengals so far. And tight ends have been doing really well against the Ravens so far this year. When they have a good game, they have a great game. Bowers put up 98 yards against the Ravens, and then Ferguson put up 95 yards against the Ravens. So I think no matter what the game script ends up being, even if the Ravens just run away with this thing, I think Eric All's going to hit this line. I think Joe Burrow's going to have to throw the ball basically no matter what the game script is, especially with their backs against the wall in this big divisional matchup. I like Likely and I like All in this game a lot. And then we're going with Jordan Whittington for the Los Angeles Rams, who we have been taking. He has just been not letting us down. I mean, he let us down with his fantasy score in the first week we took him, but he was really still growing into that role. Stafford was still building trust with him in that offense. But now DeMarcus Robinson has been questionable this week. And right now it's basically just Tutu and Jordan Whittington and Tyler Johnson out there. And Jordan Whittington has grown into such a great slot receiver already. I mean, talk about a steal. We're going from Eric All to Jordan Whittington. These rookies are really just balling out. But with Kupp and Nakua still out, he is the slot receiver for the Rams. We're taking his over on 48.5 receiving yards because Stafford loves his slot receiver. McVay loves his slot receiver. Jordan Whittington is great with run after the catch. He's coming off his game with his most targets, and he's just been increasing his role weekly. Also, this Packers secondary has really been giving up a lot of yards to receivers so far. I think I saw that they're 30th in expected yards allowed, or one of those stats, but they are one of the last teams in the league in terms of covering. And with that, thank you guys very much. Please like and subscribe if you like what you see. And a reminder on the Discord, it's free to join. We already got great people hopping in there, sending some parlays that look like they're going to smack. So feel free to get involved, send your opinions, send some matchup knowledge you got, anything for Sunday, and we're going to be sharing our wins in there. But thank you guys for tuning in, and peace out.